Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transfamer Dinosaur, which is a sort of bootleg Dinobot. It's kind of weird because it's kind of a bootleg of the original toy, but it's also, got some of its own things going on. So, like, I'm not really sure how to classify it, but it's definitely based off the original toy. Especially with, like, how it transforms. Like, you can see the legs here on the bottom and all that. I do not have the original toy to compare, so I can't say 100% sure. But, yeah, it seems like it's based off the original toy. So, first of all, let's take a look here at the box. So we do have the CGI renders of Dinobot from the Beast Wars show there on the front. We just got that logo on top. On the side we have a picture of the toy. On this side we have a drawn artwork of Dinobot. I think that is official artwork too. Then on the bottom we just got that same thing. And then we do have this cool, what I believe to be original artwork here on the back. This does look very cool in my opinion. But yeah, that's it for the box. Now, he did come with instructions, but I seem to have misplaced them, which is weird, because I know I didn't throw them out. I don't throw my instructions away. I actually have a big footlocker that I keep all the instructions for all of my toys in. And normally, when I'm going to film something, I keep the instructions in a pile on my filming table. And they're not here, they're not in the box, they're not in my big footlocker. I don't know where they went, which sucks because they were kind of cool. They had a cool artwork to them. But yeah, I can't find them. He comes with instructions, I can't find them. But yeah, that's all I can really say on that, unfortunately. But moving on to the actual figure. Here we do have Dinobot in his Velociraptor mode. And it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's got some clunky weirdness to it, but I mean, a lot of older figures did too. And you can see they got some nice silver paint here on the front and on here for the legs. Also on his claws, both, even the little nubs on his webbed raptor hands has a little silver paint there. You got a nice white for the eye, which is a little bit weird. It should be like yellow or something, I think, but it is what it is. I'm not really that torn up about it. Do have some nice white there for all the teeth, though. I think the tongue moves separately. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, no, the tongue does not move, unfortunately. But yeah, and of course the inside of the mouth is painted red. Does look nice. And they actually, I like how they articulated his hands, so you can basically fold his thumbs down and make his raptor legs look a little more accurate. And of course we do got that stripe pattern going all the way down his back and down his tail. Looks very nice. And we should do some comparisons. I did not remember to grab a Dinobot from my Dinosaur shelf, so we're gonna have to make do with Devastation Wheeljack. So here he is next to a pretty common modern deluxe. And here he is next to Legacy Buzzsaw. So you can see how it stacks up with some official figures. But moving right along, he does have some articulation in the dinosaur mode. Obviously his mouth can open and close. His head can do a full 360. The little dino arms are on a ball joint and the wrist is on a hinge, so we do get a decent amount of movement there. The legs can do a full 360, can come out to the side. There is a swivel here at the knee, and you can move the toes up and down. And again, these are his robot arms, so no movement in the tail, unfortunately, but it's understandable considering the features it has to do in the robot mode. But yeah, and actually, yeah, you can move his head up and down. It does kind of break up the silhouette here, but it is something you can do if you want. So there is that. And as long as you get the legs in the right position, he'll stand if he'll cooperate with me. Whoop. And his leg just collapsed. Come on, work with me. There we go. Anyway, I think that's about it for the Dino mode. So we'll go ahead and start transforming him. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to come back here and just wiggle this whole tail section off, like so. And it plugs in at 3 points. It has this square peg here that goes in here, and then these two little tabs will hook into these little grooves. So just so you know. Anyway, then we are gonna just move his legs down like so. Just kind of straighten them out and bring them out to the sides. Then we are going to untab his legs and bring them down. You can see how all this will move now. And here, his waist joint, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate that 360, or not 360, 180. And then we're going to bring it so this big square tab back here plugs into this hole in the back, like so. Going to straighten out those legs the rest of the way, and then separate them in the middle. Bring the arms down. We're going to rotate these at this joint, or this swivel just above the knee. And then you can bring these arms in on a little hinge, and I like to fold the little fingers up, and then just unfold his foot, and there you have his leg all done. And then we will just rinse and repeat. Do the same for the other side. And now we're gonna bring these two. So these two parts are on hinges, and then they're connected here at this little middle part. And what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to bring them up, and you're going to bring this section up, and it's on a double hinge, and you basically want to bring it so it's sitting flat with the bottom here, and then bring this around, and then you'll just sort of extend it a little bit more out once we actually get there. And then for the dino head, you're going to bring this straight up, and what you're going to do is you're going to come back here, and there are two flaps on the sides here, and then one on the back, and you're going to open those up, and that will let you fold out his robot head. And then you're going to put those flaps back the way they were. You're just going to close it back up the same way it was, and then you're going to open the jaw a little bit, and you're going to bring this down. And what you want to do, and this is still not sitting quite right, you want to stretch this out, and you're going to sort of bring his jaw, and you want this piece here to go in between his mouth. And just be aware, when you get to this position, it's got a stronger like ridge on the joint, so it takes a bit more pressure. The first couple times it might feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on it, but after that it usually goes in a lot smoother. You're going to bring it down until it all snaps into place, just like this. And then we can bring his arms back down, and then we're going to rotate these here at the elbow, and we just bend that elbow. Bring up his thumbs, fold his fingers around, and just do the same with the other side. And same with the other side. And now we have him in his robot mode. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he's got some weird proportions here. But again, this is another reason why I say I think it's based off the original toy, because the original toy's proportions were a little wonky too. It's not exactly the same. He's definitely got longer legs and longer arms, but the bulk in the like shoulder areas. And again, I don't have the original toy. I'm only going off what I've seen in pictures, because I got curious after I got this guy. But yeah, it seems like the transformation is mostly the same, and a lot of the weird proportions carry over from that as well. So, anywho, but yeah, that's how he looks in his robot mode. And we'll do his articulation real quick. His head is on a nice little ball joint, so we get plenty of movement there. Again, the arms are the dinosaur legs, so 360 comes all the way out. We do get a full 360, yeah, 360 elbow. We do get a full 360 at the wrist, and again, his fingers are on hinges. Unfortunately, due to the transformation, the waist is locked, but we do get that far forward and not really very far back. We do get all the way out to the side, do get a knee swivel due to transformation, and a little over 90 degrees at the knee, and his feet are on ball joints, so you do get some posability there. One thing I feel I should mention is most of this plastic is a little bit, it's not like rubbery plastic exactly, but it does have some flex to it. And doesn't feel like that really cheap thin plastic that you get in a lot of knockoffs where it feels like if you squeeze it too hard it's going to break. It feels like it's just got some give to it. It actually feels pretty solid in my opinion. It is a little weird, but like it feels like it's built more for durability than like looks, if I had to put it into layman's terms, I guess. But yeah, overall, I do think the quality is solid. And this isn't like a super cheap $5 knockoff. He's about the price of a modern deluxe, around 30 US. So he does feel like he's actually filling out his price point at least reasonably well. He doesn't feel like a ripoff. So. Anywho, moving on, we do get some accessories, and we will start with the obvious one in his tail. And if we open this down the middle, we do get his traditional like inner hidden sword that just plugs in here. And do be careful, this again, not an official product, so this is actually very pointy. And the ones on the sides do have a little bit of point to them too, but this could draw blood if you're not careful. In fact, I'm actually going to use a tool and push this out because it's hurting my fingers. There we go. It's very secure in there. But as you can see, there is a little tab to it. And if we look in his hands, he does have a slot there. And we could just plug that sword in. Wrap his hands around it. And again, that tab that held the tail on here will also fit in that same slot, like so. So now you can have him with his signature sword and spinning shield. It doesn't actually have a spinning gimmick or anything like the official toy, but you do get the display of it at least. So there's that. But that's not everything. He actually comes with 2 more accessories. He actually comes with a longer, no, hair not included. Get out of here. It comes with a longer sword. I'll actually pop this off. So you can see it's actually significantly longer. So, but yeah, this is the one that can actually store in the tail, and this is the one that actually looks up to par for a warrior. And he also gets this pistol, and I do believe he used this in one of the episodes. I do think he actually had this somewhere, because I know he had a gun here and there that he would sort of whip out of nowhere. They had a habit of doing that sometimes. But yeah, again, it just plugs in the same way. And you can just plug this in to his palm. And they do sit a little crooked because of the way his hands are shaped, but overall the actual connection is quite secure. So, but there you can have him with that pistol if you so choose. And for a couple comparisons, here he is next to Studio Series Megatron. Here he is next to the Kingdom Waspinator. I think it was, pretty sure it was Kingdom. So you can see how he stacks up against one of his former comrades. And I was able to grab this guy because he was literally in arm's reach, but here is the Grimlock version of the Kingdom Dinobot mold. So you can see how he stacks up with his quote-unquote official counterpart, at least mold-wise. So he is actually a decent size. And again, some people might think the plastic feels weird. I think it feels alright. It does have like a little bit of like give to it, but it feels more like it's gonna hold out longer because of that. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break super easy. But hey, who knows? I could be just imagining it. I'm not super familiar with. There are some knockoffs you can definitely like. You touch him and it's like, yeah, this is just gonna fall apart. But he doesn't feel like that to me. He doesn't feel like he's gonna just crumble one day. And again, like, you know, he's definitely got some odd proportions. I mean, those shoulders are absolutely wacky looking. But yeah, overall, I like this figure. I really do dig it. And I got this guy off AliExpress for, again, like around 30 US, which is around the price of a modern deluxe. I know they had an Optimus Primal too on the same seller page. I don't think this is the same as there are some other Beast Wars figures that there's like a T-Rex Megatron, Optimus Primal, and then a Rhinox, I believe, and maybe a Cheetor too. But I think those were a separate company that made those. I don't think this is related, but overall, I do dig this. I'm always happy to add another Dinobot to my collection. Always happy to have this awesome character, and again, he also turns into an awesome dinosaur, which is already a plus. So yeah, definitely would recommend this to any fans of Beast Wars or just dinosaur transformers in general. But yeah, I think that's about all I really have to say on this particular review. So I think I'll go ahead and wrap this one up. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.